What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining me for your daily horoscope. It is Thursday, September 10th, 2020. Brian here, fixed air moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. We got Mars fully in retrograde today. This is the first 24 hours of the stationary retrograde, so yeah, kind of a powerful time, I would say. It's kind of like stuck, literally. Mars is just posted there. And, it's here we are, 28.8, just like yesterday. So it's not going to move off this spot for a little while. This is a good time to really think about where we're going. Think about what we want in life. Think about our identity, our ego, where we put our energy. Because we might have to go back. The warrior's going to go backwards here. So we might have to go back and kind of retreat and pick up some pieces that we left behind. But, at the same time, we might learn a lot. So this isn't a bad retrograde. I know there's a lot of stigma out there. I think it's going to bring a lot of interesting things to life in our reality, but stay with yourself, stay in your truth, and stay in your environment. It can be really positive. I think it's really going to help people wake up and see where they're supposed to go and who they are and where they should be putting their energy. So it's nothing to be worried about, but it's a lot. It's heavy. The moon is coming off the third quarter square, and it's going to go over Rahu, the north node. So this is this big T-square energy here with, the moon in this third quarter square with the sun at 18 degree Virgo, and then coming on that opposition to Neptune at 19 degrees of Pisces, of course. So this is definitely change. This is about being curious about our environment, about the emotions, about where we want to go. Mars is stopped here, and it is this snapshot where we got to make a decision. Are we going to go towards the ultimate truth in life, towards the environment, towards what stimulates us spiritually and in reality and in the physical world? It's like we got to find that deep purity within to be of service to ourselves, to service to others. It is this force on our emotions too. It really is putting a lot on the moon here, where we gotta find that twin-like energy emotionally all around us in life, or things are gonna be weird. But it comes from it starts within, of course. So it's definitely about being curious about what you want and how you're gonna get it, but at the same time, being emotionally ready to go towards the ultimate truth. The moon's not very comfortable here on the north node. It's not. The moon likes to be on the south node. It's more comfortable going towards what's easy, and the north node definitely is a little bit more of the challenge right now in reality, where finding finding the environment that we want, finding facts in life. So, emotionally, we got to find the facts that align with who we want to be and who we are and where our destiny is and where we're going in this life. And it's the curiosity. It really is. It's the environment too. So this is making changes. This is forcing emotional change to go towards your destiny. And Mars stopped here is like, all right, where are you going to go? Are you going to keep going towards the ultimate truth and the ultimate identity? Or are you going to keep pushing forward with a false identity that isn't yours, that, Saturn, because these are going to come back in square here soon when Mars starts going backwards here in a week or so, because Mars is going to sit here for a while. So we got like a week here where it is forcing this decision today, because there's going to be blocks up. Like Saturn's not just going to let us just go do anything right now. It's like there's rules and responsibilities that we came here to figure out. And that's what Saturn, brings up. Saturn's going to let us know that. And in Capricorn, it's like the rules of the game. It's the structure of reality, the structure of time. And we got to figure out how we're going to get through this. So there's big decisions today, but, it can be positive. Like, it doesn't have to be a negative thing at all. It's just perspective, right? Because Jupiter at 17 degrees the sun's coming off the trine to Jupiter, and Jupiter's about to go direct on Saturday, but Jupiter's also going to go direct and, tighten up that sextile and then, make that exact sextile with Neptune again. So the gift is still the spiritual understanding of the universe and knowing that we're in this game right now. And there's going to be things thrown at us. And we got to make these tough decisions and figure out, does it really align with our identity? And if it does, we're going to know. Like, there's going to be so many signs. That's the thing with Jupiter sextiling Neptune here. That's the gift, is like we're getting all the signs from the universe to take us to the ultimate reality. But, so that doesn't mean that we're going to take action here. But this mutable square is forcing change. It is forcing action. So, and it is bringing the spirituality to the reality with the sun opposite Neptune, but it can be sensitive, and it can be, it's almost like it can be too dreamy, or you're not going to want to see the truth. So it is hard. It's where you got to trust within yourself that you're going on the right path. You have to know. And that's where the moon over Rahu can get difficult too, is because, you might not know. You might be still weighing out so many things within yourself, and you kind of just got to pull the trigger and be like, no, this is where I'm going in life today, because this is where all the signs are pointing, and this is where spirit wants me to go. And that's going to open up all the doors, and it can make this Mars retrograde really a constructive time. Mercury here at 7 degrees of Libra is going to make the exact opposition to Chiron at 7 degrees of Aries. We don't want to talk ourselves into thinking we're just this weirdo for feeling the way we do. There's going to be, it is a split of reality out there. And, people are going to stay in 3D and people are going to go to 5D. And I know some people might think I'm crazy for saying that, but it's just a fact. And you can already see it happening all over the place. And it's like the greatest test here. It's like, are you going to step into your authentic, weird self? Because Chiron is the weirdo. And are you just going to understand here with Mercury that that's going to give you the ultimate harmony and the ultimate balance in life? Or are you going to not step into that fully? Or are you going to go the other way? And that's the thing, is there's no right or wrong way to go here. It's just what feels right within you. And you're going to know it. Not only Mercury, but Venus here in Leo wants to be, wants to feel great, wants to feel like the goddess or the god. It wants to feel the love, the excitement, the passion. But it's difficult because it's making a hard angle here with the Sessi quadrant over to Neptune. So it's like, are our ultimate values an illusion? Or are they, can we make the ultimate dreamy, beautiful reality that's going to give us the ultimate love in life? And, Venus here, as it's catching up to the sun, it's just riding this 45-degree semi-square. So it's almost like bringing that ultimate dreamy reality to life it feels really difficult right now. Like, there's definitely blocks up. There's plenty of blocks in this chart. And it's just kind of where we're at right now. We have to dig deep. This is deep dig time. This is the spiritual war. This is the Mars retrograde bringing it out. We're going to be faced with big questions this month and for the next couple months until November, I believe, 13th or 14th, when Mars goes direct. But even then, it's like there's a lot going on in between that. So it's this transformational time where we got to make a big leap within ourselves and find the ultimate value and find the beauty within and not question our weirdness, but embrace our weirdness. Because every single person on this planet is weird. And that's why Chiron is so important. And it's like the human's journey. Because we don't, we're never going to fully understand why we're here. While we're here, we can definitely, think things, but there's no cold hard proof. It's just belief. And that's why Jupiter rules Sagittarius. Because it's this big, lofty belief in something bigger that can truly shape your environment. And not even your environment, your world. This whole simulation. And then it's also with Pisces and Neptune there. It is the spiritual connection to the unknown. Neptune's so far out there that it gets all those, it's like the last, it's so deep in our galactic consciousness that, that's where it brings in all this stuff, this deeper creativity. It's very sensitive to the emotions and the stuff that can get looked over in reality. But it's like we're at this place where we got to bring all that to reality. So it is difficult, and it's forcing a lot within the world and within our physical reality. So it's a lot, and we're getting ready for a lot more. So this is the time to find it, and to find it within, and to just own it. And the more you own it, and the more you're aligned with the signs and where spirit wants you to go, the more you can do the work that you're here to do that's going to bring you the ultimate in life. The Justice card reversed. Well, it's like you don't want to create win-wins in life because, well, we're maybe too focused on ourselves. But, we got to have some sort of, we got to understand too with people here. Yes, this is about ourselves, but we got to be able to see other people too. Like, we're all going to be going through something right now on a big level. And, we got to find the win-wins with everybody. We got to find truth in everybody. Like, we're all going to be going through something. But if you're only willing to look at your side of the story and your beliefs, and you're not willing to let someone else have their truth and their beliefs, I don't know, it can be really difficult because we're all kind of being forced into our own truth and our own destiny, and that doesn't mean that everyone's going to align. There's never going to be that just straight unity, at least probably not in our lifetime, of just everybody on the same page. But it's that unity of everybody in their truth and that unity of everybody doing what feels aligned with them on an individual basis that can bring us so much closer to each other. I think we got to find the true, like, there's so much in Aries, right? And the Justice card is so much like a Libra card. We got to look out there too at Libra. We got to look at the other. We got to look for balance and for harmony. And that doesn't mean that we have to give it all our energy. We need to focus on ourselves and our growth right now for sure. But we have to understand that everybody else is healing too. And, we got to stop throwing judgment out there. We got to stop throwing shade on everybody. We got to stop canceling everybody. If somebody speaks their truth and you don't like it, so what? Move on. Put your energy into something you do like. Unless, of course, you just like bringing people down. To each their own, but that's where this Mars retrograde is going to get really hard, is people are going to start fighting each other. Aries is war. Mars is war. And it's really not about the war with people, like the media wants you to think it is. It's about the war within yourself. And are you strong enough to beat this matrix? Or are you going to get sucked into these games? And I think this is a big start today, with the moon going over Rahu, making this big T-square to Neptune and the sun in Virgo. This is about merging the spirituality, the reality, into yourself and into your truth, and stepping into that fully and living it and owning it. And being able to see everybody else is trying to own that too. So we don't need to fight each other. We don't need to fight ourselves, but we need to definitely pay attention to what's going on within ourselves. What triggers are going on right now? If you get triggered by something, it's a good time to ask a question of why. And you don't have to not feel it. Feel it, but there's got to be a balance there. And there's got to be a balance with others in our life. Or I feel like that Justice reverse card is just, it's going to be heavy. Fights are going to start. So don't let the fight start in your life. By all means, be strong, be sovereign, don't be walked on. But, pick the battle that makes the most sense to you and not just jumping into someone else's war. I hope that makes sense. I love you guys very much. I will catch you tomorrow. It is Jupiter Day, so jump into that expansive spiritual universe and try and bring that light down with you. Share it with everybody else. It is the greatest benefic planet, and it is that day. So why not take the greatest benefic leap towards what feels the best within your environment today? I love you all very much.